After 22 years on the radio, we couldn't stay quiet for long.
We're Lori and Julia, still loud.
Pop culture, gossip, books, TV, music.
And probably a little too much laughter.
Let's do this.
Hey, everybody, it's Lori and Julia. And guess what? We are still loud. Hi, Laura.
Hi, are you practicing to be the bride?
No,
We're on the 3-week countdown.
Lori, no, 22 days, right?
Yeah, 3 weeks.
For crying out loud, that scares me. Okay, the best news, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. This is Lori and Julia. We are still loud, still here. And so after a very dramatic phone call from my little sister last Friday morning.
Mm-hmm. And she called me to get encouragement of what the message was.
To have the most honest conversation with me. So
about
the biggest concern of mine is the groom's picnic dinner thing and the dress. And the dress, I have lost some weight and I'm trying to be doing my 5-minute abs a day, trying to do 2 a days. So stretching it all the way to But my thing is this dress that I picked out, I didn't want to try on. I didn't want to do anything until like last Thursday. I decided, all right, we're close. It's almost August. I got to try it on. And no matter how I stood or what Spanx I wore or what view I had, it always made me look like I had a belly, a big belly.
You look like you had a tumor or you were having a baby, okay?
Yes.
It was satin. You know better. Satin
I do,
is
but I love
unforgiving.
I fell in love with the color. I was sick of trying on dresses, blah, blah. So anyway, I've had it forever. So after she calls me, my little sister. First of all, I told you last week, my mom's kind of made it like a funny, I thought that would have been gone by now about my little pooch. Just kind of being subtle, but nice and cute in the same way. And then she goes, Jules, you can just do so much better. Why are you fighting it? I'm like, I don't have time. I really don't care. I want it to be about them. It's not about me, blah, blah, blah. She's like, you need to go with Lori right now. And it's pouring rain on Friday. I was supposed to go to the cabin and you meet me. I mean, but she said a lot more words. There were a lot more things other than me summarizing the conversation. All nice. Yeah. And I knew there was your influence because you were suddenly available. And
I had told you on a podcast I would go shopping with you in a minute.
I wasn't physically ready before. And so, or mentally prepared. It's a big commitment, Lauren.
You don't like shopping. Let's face it.
I like wearing cute clothes. I just wish someone would do it all for me. I really don't, Lori. And I lost my cute shirt we shopped with last Friday somewhere in Rosedale.
You left it behind in a dressing room.
It was an expensive one.
Oh, shoot.
And I shopped for that, which is just crushing. So anyway, meet you, pouring rain. We go to Van Mar at Rosedale.
Van Mar's
cousin.
I got there early. Had a whole dressing room set up with you with dresses selected as if I was your personal shopper.
And one of them was a mini dress, and I was kind of surprised, a red one.
I just thought I would just test the waters, and I enlisted 2 of the ladies in the dress department.
Which they have. Wonderful.
They do. But we do end up going to Macy's because I don't know why these dress designers can't make dresses with sleeves or lighter fabrication. It's crazy. But we end up going to Macy's because Macy's really does have a huge dress department of all styles, kinds, price range, petite. They have the biggest selection. It gets a little overwhelming because it's crowded in there, but there is a lot there. And we found 2 amazing dresses. And both of them,
Lori.
Yeah.
I had tried on last winter and it just looked horrible on me. So it was kind of interesting. It kind of did. Okay. Maybe it was just my attitude when I was trying it on because that can change things too. But we were under the gun. We needed to make a decision and I needed to be somewhere. And so I'm really pleased. I'm so pleased. So I have 2. So now I have a total of 5 dresses, which I hear on average is about how many people buy when they're like a parent of someone getting married or something.
My neighbor got 32 dresses delivered to her house.
Well, and the thing that was good about this is I only ordered one dress online. I mean, my sister's like, just go to Terry John right now. What is wrong with those 5 dresses I sent you?
So what dress are you going to wear?
I'm not going to tell. I've got
Not
2
even
choices.
me, your personal shopper, the one who is very, very biased towards the one dress that is perfection on you.
That's the one but we're going to be quiet. Yeah, I don't, But I
Okay.
need to go to your tailor.
Yes.
I just need a little something done. But now I have shoes and stuff, but you were very
It was
sweet,
so
Lori.
exciting. I was so happy. This is my happy thing. You know, one of my things, and Nikki, I know you'll be listening to this, but
Nikki.
One of my
Hi,
things,
boys.
I didn't get to go dress shopping with Nikki.
Oh.
And it was, in my mind, a scandalo. Okay?
Okay, because that's interesting, Lori. Yeah.
Because I just love helping someone find a dress. I mean, I am in my element. I am just like, I almost am giddy about it, like as if I'm buying it.
You were really sweet. And I show up and you're like, they've got the shoes out here. You know, I wore my Spanx. I brought strapless bras. I did everything. You were giddy. And I will say, Macy's has a great selection. I wish they had more people working there that could help you.
Yeah, they don't have the department store service that Von Maur has or Nordstrom. You know, it's gotten that way. But man, do they have the dresses?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think you need a helper.
Yes. And I've had helpers. Lori, I had an extra like 6 pounds on me that just put me over the edge with some dresses. Cause I'm 3 feet tall. 6 pounds is everything.
You're 5 apples tall, Julia. You're 5 apples tall.
I am and shrinking and going down to 4.5 apples. But anyway, I'm delighted and thank you for coming. And then immediately after that, Lori, I have a low tire in my car. And remember, Friday was a downpour.
Oh, so I was so happy.
Oh, it was packed. Rosedale was packed. We were happy to see people shopping and going in person. I'm sure MOA and everyone else was too. But I get out to put air in my tire. I was soaking wet. I have to.
You know how to do that?
I'm a man in some ways.
You're a workhorse. You're a workhorse.
What am I going to do? Where is a service station that would help you do that?
There's several in St. Paul.
Okay, I wasn't there. So anyway, I do it, and I'm so soaking wet. I'm driving up to the cabin in my bra and jeans, drenched. And, but so happy because I got those dresses. That was just a big win.
Yeah.
That was a big win, I think.
Have you been trying them on for people?
They haven't. Nope. Jeff's kids came to the cabin this weekend, and we were doing that. And it was super fun. And I showed his daughter the fabrics of the dresses, and we chose which one. The one is just too heavy, but it's perfect for a winter wedding.
Yeah.
Gosh, I really scored.
You did.
It was fun. All right.
You did. Right. Okay. I have a little, just a little.
I'll show pictures, people. I will post pictures.
Yeah, you will. Of course. It's kind of, it's like you got to have the big reveal. I mean, it's not as big as a reveal as the bride, but people are genuinely interested in what the two moms will wear, and then what are the bridesmaids wearing, and then what are the little flower children, if there are any.
If any of these people are coming to this wedding, we'd like to see what you're wearing.
Right.
Actually, the bride's dress is so gorgeous, we don't need to be seen.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly right. I mean, I have a couple different dresses I'm thinking about, but as I told your sister, I said, we're just the aunties. All we need to do is be comfortable and have a dress that we can dance in. Because that's the main purpose.
That's your job.
That's my job.
Your job is to bring the fun.
Well, the dancing at a wedding is just the most fun.
I really think
now
it
that
is.
we know that the new thing is for the young men to take off their shirts, I don't have to worry about Casey and I winning the dance contest because the young men shirtless win every time. Every time. It's a game pleaser. My mom was like, take video. You didn't take video. I think one of our nieces took a video at the Montana wedding, but it is really a sight to behold to see like 15, 20 guys in their 20s.
They've always, apparently they just wanted to be topless.
And just, with their shirts off. I was just like, it's an ogle away. And speaking of ogling, so this was a fun little thing. So, the old saying was always like, to get your soap opera name, it's your middle name and the street you grew up on. Stripper name, it's your first pet and your mother's maiden name. Found a new game.
Gosh, tell us.
The color of your underwear and what you last ate. So for me, my dancer name is Black Corn Checks.
Okay, and I am Zebra Chocolate.
There you go. Anyway.
Corn. Okay, that's funny.
Black corn check. I'm just on a thing with.
I love corn checks
with some blueberries in it or strawberries. And I don't know why I love that cereal.
It's cinnamon corn checks or cinnamon life. I'm thinking of life. Of life.
Yeah, no, I like the crunch of I like the corn. And I don't even put sugar in it, but I'm sure there's already sugar in it, which is why I like it so much.
Took the, added it for you to help you out in that, I'm sure. I
think I'm eating healthy.
Lori, I'm sure you are with those corn checks. But listen, there's nothing like a good bowl of cereal.
I know.
I mean, there's something about it.
It is. Remember, as a kid, I would eat, we would only get cereal like, there would be like 2 boxes for my 2 sisters and I, like Lucky Charms and Captain Crunch or Sugar Smacks, and always Captain Crunch. But my sister and I, the one who's the mean one, who's we're the same age for 3 days.
She just is teasing about that.
No, I'm not. She's so mean. She's so mean. I've given examples.
I like you though.
I know. I do too. I do too. I love her, but she is just a mean woman. And, but we would eat so much corn checks, like our lips and our inside, they would not bleed, but they would actually hurt from the Captain Crunch because of the sharpness. And we would just shovel it in and so we sometimes laugh about that. I said, when's the last time you had Captain Crunch? Every once in a while, we're both tempted to buy it, but we wonder if it can be as good as our memory.
It can.
Yeah.
It can. Someone brought up a box of Frosted Flakes and left it. So that was my snack in ramekins for a couple nights. I mean, like anything in a ramekin, because I think I'm not eating. Oh, Lori, I'm telling you, the Frosted Flakes are great. But I just wanted to give kudos to you because this was in the paper on either Sunday or Monday or I don't know when. But we literally... the American Red Cross declared its second ever national blood crisis in its 145-year history. Nation's top blood supplier is rationing all remaining type O blood, including O negative, the only universal blood type. And the organization has less than a day's worth of O positive blood, which makes up 60% of its supply and used by about 80% of the patients. And someone needs blood every 2 seconds in the United States for surgeries, cancer treatments, chronic illnesses,
babies,
transfusions,
children,
for expecting mothers. I mean, so.
I think the last time they had a crisis like this was during the COVID.
Yes, because people couldn't get out.
And there was just an op-ed. Someone wrote an op-ed about giving blood and how they had a bad experience a long time ago, and they talked themselves into, I can't do it. I'm too squeamish. I can't, or whatever reason.
Are you thinking of me?
No, not you. It was somebody in the Star Tribune. But it's only 3% of people who can give blood. It's just 3% of the population that's giving blood, and 60% of people are able to give blood. 60%. Because you you might have a blood disorder, or you've got a staph infection, or there's many reasons why people are not eligible, and you answer all these questions. But if you're civically, I vote, but I don't volunteer. Okay.
I volunteer.
You volunteer. So I volunteer my blood That
That's
is the one
perfect.
thing that I can do, that I can say I'm contributing something to society besides tax dollars and being civic minded and stopping at crosswalks and, all that kind of stuff. But it was like, I have to do that because you
It's
I just,
important.
it
And
is
how it came,
important, and
yep.
people probably maybe try it again. I just recommend, don't look at the big Capri bag that's going to get filled up with your blood. Just bring your phone, bring a book, and really, I think the
Natalie,
worst.
my sister-in-law, has your type of blood. So she was last night talking about it, that she was going to go do it today. And I said, that is so excellent. Because you guys
It
have the
is,
big blood, the good blood,
yeah, or negative,
the positive
universal.
blood that everyone needs. I'm
Yeah.
just an AB'er.
Yeah, well, you know
But
what?
still, everyone needs everything.
That's right. That's
Mhm.
right.
I've
And
used it.
speaking of a crisis, I read a thing today that, and this is really a 180 or 360. Wine drinking is at its lowest since 1961.
Oh, it's beer. And I've got theories on this.
Okay, what is your theory?
THC drinks.
Mhm.
THC drinks, and also THC drinks. Because I've noticed a change in some of the youngers that come to the
Mhm.
cabin in their beverage choices.
Yeah,
And I think, yeah,
yeah.
it's a
Well,
biggie.
it's still Yes Way Rosé for me,
Oh, yeah.
all the way Chardonnay.
Oh, yes, yes.
But no,
And
I do. I do. I just was just like, whoa, that. But I think your theory is 100% on that.
because obviously you recover quicker. You can drive in a couple hours later. It's not so. If you wanted to indulge, and I'm only
Right.
talking about the cabin, being out on the boat
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff like that, because
Yeah,
people
yeah.
sometimes indulge.
Mhm.
It's less of a commitment.
Yeah. People
Speaking,
people liked my mushroom story last week when we were talking
Lori.
about Burning Man.
Oh yeah,
But I
pooping your
did have
pants?
one. I pooped in a lake in my
which is
bathing
even
suit.
so gross. I was in a
Julia,
lake all weekend.
you have to
Gross.
lay a base before you eat mushrooms too. You get a very upset
I don't
stomach.
do it on a regular, Lori, like
Yeah.
maybe once every 20 years at the most,
Yeah,
at all.
but I did have one positive experience
Okay.
one time at a house.
Are we talking about drug use right now?
mushrooms.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was a dance party, and that was fun. And so that's why I was brave and thought I could do it on a lake day up at Burnside with just horrifying side effects all day long, Tria. All
I can't
day
imagine.
long. Yeah.
We were
And
shipwrecked.
culminating with fainting in the lodge waiting to go eat dinner. I mean, I just collapsed.
You must have been pretty that day. I'm sure the people you were with had so much fun with you.
They did. They took care of me. They put me in a life
that's
vest when I
so
thought I
much
was
fun.
a merwoman. And, they're like, let's strap this lady up.
Oh my gosh, we got shipwrecked. I had a Gilligan's Island moment this weekend.
You did at the cabin?
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
We took the boats to Sand Island, and on the way home, I was driving the boat that was having problems. And I'm like, something's up, and the people I'm on the boat with aren't regular boaters. And I've never seen headwinds like I went into in the lake. I've never been on the wind came from
That's kind of scary.
Yeah, and it was stalling and doing this kind of thing on the pontoon boat. And I'm like, something's up. And it must be the wind. And I'm looking up thinking, if we had a sail, that might be real. But
I'd be home by now.
It was really weird. So anyway, stuff was weird. So on the way back, like maybe like 50 yards, 100 yards out from where people are, it just died. And the wind starts taking us, and I'm on a boat with not many boaters. And I'm like, okay, we need help. So we're trying to call people, and no one's answering their phones, blah, 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 blah.
And you're just adrift.
Adrift?
With any paddles?
I don't have a paddle on the boat.
You can't paddle a pontoon. You can't paddle a
that.
pontoon. Yeah.
Not really.
No.
But it's not like people weren't around. It was just like no one was paying attention because it was so windy and everyone was having fun over here. So we finally flagged down this pontoon boat with a family on it. And I mean, like they couldn't pass us because I have my white towel up in the air. The kids are flashing their life jackets. And so, the boat stops. And I said, can you just, tow us over by XYZ? Well, I don't know where XYZ is. And I said, it's a little bit of a hike, but it would really be helpful because we're stranded. We are out here. And there's this huge pause. And I'm like, I'll pay you $20. I mean, then finally
$20.
Yes. No, it was the lowest amount of money. I didn't have money on me. I had my phone. And I'm like, gosh, of course we'll tow you. It's mariners' responsibility to help out a stranded ship.
Right.
And so by the time the other boat caught up to us, I wasn't that happy. And we got back, but I didn't. And then
did they tow you?
They towed us almost there, but they wanted to be done. By the time our other boat caught up to us, they said, cut us loose. And I'm like, I don't have money to pay you. Give me your number. And they're like, we're out of here. I mean, I felt so bad. So if I knew who they were, I would pay you. And I was going to pay you way more than 20, but I felt so
like
bad.
You said, Mariner's Law. Mariner's Law. To give somebody a tow. Come on.
What was I supposed to do? But I was trying to think of helpful things that I could have had
Nothing.
on the boat. No.
Nothing. Mm-mm. A rope. Should you ever need to be towed
I had
again?
A rope to be towed.
Had a rope. Okay.
I had all the buoys. I have all the life jackets. I had phones.
Yeah.
It was just an experience, Lori.
Yeah. You were not getting the I-80 good experience. These were not good pirates. They were reluctant pirates.
I was kind of shocked but then I think about it. Would I want to tow someone?
Joy, you would tow in a minute.
I know it.
Yeah.
I know
I would just say, I'm just going to get in a better position in the sun and crack open a new one.
Of course, because you didn't have any responsibility. Yeah, I had all the... but actually,
You were the captain. You were the captain. You are the captain.
I was the captain of the ship.
I'm the captain now.
And we did get home. Okay, so let's thank a couple sponsors, shall we?
Let's start with Envision, because I had to go see Junebug, our little bully dog optician yesterday. But here are the glasses.
Let me see.
That I'm kind of obsessed with. These are Matsuda's, and you call this tint the cafe tint. When it's a light blue or a light pink. Isn't it pretty?
It's, that's Lori, by the end of this year, you are going to have to take out a loan from the bank and use that famous line to Casey. I have a problem. I need your help.
And I don't need your help, but I'm wondering, do you even notice all these new glasses?
No,
but
these are I got my haircut. It isn't my glasses. Those are so cute.
Matsuda's, these are made in Japan, and they're all titanium. So it is the lightest light.
Those are cute.
Oprah wears a lot of Matsuda.
Those
but
are
they
cute.
call, when you see so these aren't sunglasses. They call it a cafe tint when it's like a light pink, a light blue, a light green, and
beautiful.
And so you can take any pair of glasses, and have a cafe tint put in.
Very fun.
Just a pro tip.
That is really fun, Lori. I like those a lot. And
Aren't
Envision. And I was talking to a couple people up at the cabin this weekend about good sunglasses. And I'm like,
well, speaking of good sunglasses,
because you need them.
This is a new line by J.F. Ray. Look at these glasses. They're kind of a caramel.
I'm putting on my glasses to see you. Oh, yeah, they're cute.
Aren't they beautiful?
Yeah, Lori's just beautiful. Envision has the best selection. And one of the people said they just got new glasses and were having a problem with the fit. And they fall off all the time. And I said, you can get them tightened beyond your ears, beyond life. So they're glued to your face and you're uncomfortable and your ears hurt. Or you can get the right fit up front. And what we learned from Anthony is Envision has the 30-day guarantee. If you make a mistake, swap them out for another pair. They'll honor it.
They just the gals.
No mistakes.
They were like,
no mistakes.
We've got some ideas for you this week for glasses to wear.
Love it. We love Envision. You will too. The people are passionate about what they do. Go by, say Lori and Julia sent you. And then let's talk about Borton Overseas.
Yes, Parton. You know, when you think about Parton, I mean, they have been in business for over 100 years. And I would consider them, isn't that amazing?
Yes.
And I would consider them a boutique tour operator because they offer highly personalized service. They do custom itineraries for you. They specialize in small groups, and the destinations that they specialize in is Africa, Scandinavia, Antarctic, Asia, and Latin America. So
And
whatever it is
Iceland.
that you want to do, they will customize the trip for you. They work with travel agents. Maybe you want to join a group like we're going to Croatia, and they do other Pied Piper trips with other people, and you can just, you know, inquire with Parton Overseas or through your travel agent, but you can trust that your money will be well spent and you will have a trip of a lifetime. And you can have several trips of a lifetime. You don't need to just have one trip of a lifetime.
And even when you talk about small group travel, if you've been trying to do a big family reunion, you got people moving parts and stuff, and you want to go to Scandinavia to see the people, you know, your people or something, they could do the whole itinerary for you. Wow, that would be so cool. They're just wonderful, and we couldn't be more delighted to be partnering with them, and they really care about your experience, which is another thing. We love them. Parton Overseas. If you want to come to Croatia with us too, it's on BartonOverseas.com, Captivating Croatia. Just peek at our amazing itinerary.
Yes, it is
I got some more people are coming after this weekend, Lori, which I'm just so excited about. Anyway, we love them. We love them.
By the way, you know, Minnesota made history once again. I'm just so proud of Minnesota. Well, I didn't realize all those years. Was Marlene in that nursing home for maybe 3 years? About that?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, maybe 3.5 years. I didn't realize I'd been breaking the law all those years when I would go with my thermos of Chardonnay,
and
bag of
wine.
Doritos, and Carmelo bars, because it has been against the law to have liquor in a nursing home or a retirement home. But thanks to Anita LeBrun from Champlin, Minnesota, who was on the Today Show this week.
She was, because this happened like 6 months ago.
Well, it just went into law August 1st. And that is that retirement communities are allowed, because they were like, we have to have a liquor license. And she went to the Minnesota legislature, appealed, blah, blah, blah. She looked somewhat terrified to be on the couch with Craig Melvin and Chanel. And
I hope they were having a glass of Chardonnay.
They were having a glass. They were having champagne, I think, or Pinot Grigio, whatever wine. And they were sending her back, and she got a whole trip with her daughters. But I just wanted to shout out to Anita. She felt that older people were being discriminated against because so many people, maybe they don't drive anymore.
Right.
Their friends don't drive. And that is a time-honored tradition to have a glass of wine, have a happy hour at 5 o'clock or something. And they had to be sneaky about it. So no one has to sneak anymore. And it is now retirement communities, nursing homes, the people may have their wine. Well, I was bringing it all along.
I know.
You know, but
you covered that one. I brought my tweezers.
Yeah, you brought the tweezers. But anyway, so just a shout out to Anita for, at the age of 82, going in front of the Minnesota legislature. Like, she testified like 2 or 3 times.
Isn't that amazing?
And yeah, really, really, really a cool kind of civic story.
Okay, so, I have to give a shout out too.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to repost this, but I got a new phone on Friday, and there's nothing like the trauma of not having your contacts in your phone anymore, or not being able to get email, you know, just several things. My Libby upset me beyond belief.
Oh, I bet.
And I backed everything up. I don't know where it is. But our main tennis hero, Billie Jean King, was the very first athlete to get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Today, the first woman to receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in the sports entertainment category. Words cannot express how honored we are. And who is with her? It is Billie Jean King sitting down, and right behind her is Jamie Lee Curtis and Magic Johnson.
Oh, wow. God,
And
Billie Jean looks great.
She's
like
amazing.
85. Yeah,
she's
she
amazing.
Looks amazing. She's got great glasses. Her eyeglass game.
Her
is
eyeglass
good.
game is on is lit or whatever.
I guess I didn't realize that there wasn't any sports people.
Well, remember when we were, of course, reality people can't have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and they made
the mayor of Hollywood.
He made a rule.
That. Yeah,
I think that's changed, but this was really cool because she is such an icon, and what she has done for tennis in general and for women in tennis, making them be one of the very first sport to have equal purses between men and women. Playing a sport that they're both playing. Right. And I want to talk to Jessica Pegula for a quick second, and all the other tennis players that have let me down this month. I've spent a lot of time watching you, Jess. I need you to win. She
Who's
got rained out.
Pegula?
She is.
Is she a pro?
She's a pro. She's a tennis player. Mm-hmm. She was in the finals this weekend in a Washington, D.C. tournament. We're getting ready for the U.S. Open hardcourt season tournament.
My brother's going.
I know.
To the quarterfinal match.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
If I could stomach paying $1,000 for a ticket, I'd go.
You don't have to pay $1,000 for a ticket.
I don't want to go and not see. I've already been to that one. I did that in Boston at the Laver Cup. I don't want to go to an arena and watch it on a big screen. My TV has better commentators and view. But anyway, she got rained out yesterday and then came back and lost. And I'm sick of cheering for you. I love you so much. I want you to win.
All right. Well, that was like Chinese to me.
No, I know. Well, a gal from the Philippines is one, and she's like the very first Filipino women's tennis player ever, and she's got this huge
ask my brother
following.
if he's tired of this lady disappointing him.
Well,
because he's avid like you. He's passionate tennis, watches every tournament, even the second and third, just because he likes watching tennis.
I do too.
So much. Mm-hmm.
Because it's an individual playing for like hours by themselves. I don't know how they do it. Oh, the training.
Okay, I gotta update people on there's some good TV. Okay, because I think everyone, if you haven't watched Ride or Die, that show is just everything. And I've felt, both Casey and I felt serious pain that we gobbled it up so fast because it was so good. It just
Jeff didn't like it.
Oh, he didn't?
Well, we started watching it late last night. And he's like, this isn't for me. And I said, it will be. Let's visit.
So Ride or Die is really, really good. Hannah Waddingham and Octavia Spencer. It's going to come back. I just know it. Ted Lasso, season 4 drops today. And, it was 3 years ago that it was last on. So people are very excited. Ted is now going to coach a woman's team. So that drops on Apple tomorrow or today, Wednesday, the 5th. Also dropping today is a book I'm very excited about called The Shards, which is on FX or the next day on Hulu. But listen to this, Julia. It's a Ryan Murphy production taken from a book that Bret Easton Ellis wrote. And he wrote the book American Psycho back out in the 80s. Well, that book was wild. But anyway, Kaya Gerber is in it. And Homer Gere is the
Richard Gere
Richard
and Cindy
Gere's
Crawford's children.
No, Cindy Crawford and Richard Gere never had a child together. They were married for 2 years.
Understood.
And now their 2 children
are starring
in this show called The Shards. And it looks juicy, sexy, soapy. I'm very excited about it. So that starts on Wednesday.
Okay, let me just tell people what the genre is because I'm looking it up.
Yeah, and it takes place in the 80s. So we're going to get incredible kind of fashion and stuff like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And beautiful people.
Very beautiful people.
Probably doing naughty things. So sign me up. And then My Life with the Walter Boys comes back today for its 3rd season. It might be the last season, but it drops on Thursday. And then the other show that is I think you might want to check out the people who created Gossip Girls. There's a new teen drama. Now that's music to my ears. I love teen drama. And that's going to be on Prime, again, dropping on Wednesday, called Sterling Point. And it's about this New York City teen. It sounds like the plot of some kind of romance comedy thriller. A New York City teen who inherits a Canadian island and meets a girl who looks exactly like her dead mom. And it's called Sterling Point. And it looks real good.
That does look good. I just like the name.
Yes, Sterling
I like the
Point.
name better than the Shard. And I want to go
Shards.
back.
The shards of broken glass. Think of that. Shards of broken glass. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then the show that you might not be watching, but is the buzz just keeps building and building, and it just drops one episode a week every Monday. Emmy Rossum is definitely going to be nominated.
We just
for
started
stuff.
it. Oh my
Furious.
word. Yeah.
Furious.
Yep.
It's on Hulu, and it's a crime drama for a post-Epstein world, because she's an FBI agent attempting to hunt down this young woman who they know is targeting and killing the men who abused her. She was trafficked as a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
So she's seeking revenge. And it is so fascinatingly great, because I think it's handling trafficked, and trauma in a really good and healthy way without it being sensationalized. And then I also think it's capturing the fury of nothing being done, don't, all this stuff. And then people don't believe you. I mean, there is a lot of anger around that because people don't believe women. So you feel sympathy also for this girl who is so
horrible,
deadly good at exacting revenge. And then has this sweet, vulnerable side. It's really, really good. And it's called Furious. It's 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think only 4 episodes have dropped. So that's a once a week, like Lucky is a once a week. Because otherwise I think we'd sit down and just watch both those shows in its entirety.
Well, that's kind of what I did. Well, with Furious, somehow Hulu was possessed last night, and I don't even know what. But then I started watching the Harlan Corbin, and I know you already gobbled it up.
Oh, I will lie to you. I will find you with Sam Worthington and Milo Ventimiglia.
Oh, I can't stop. I didn't want to drive home from the cabin to talk to you today.
I know.
I just want to sit and watch this. It is so good. Now that's good.
Yeah. My mom and I watched that in a day and a half.
My mom watched it in a day too. Yeah.
It was just because it's so twisty.
Beyond.
It's a twisty show, like Harlan Coben's books are. They're popcorn TV. They're just very consumable.
And then I have one more thing for readers though.
Okay. I got a good
Reader
book.
Beware.
Okay.
The book Whistler by
Ann Patchett. I'm dying to read that book. Was it too lyrical?
No, I have a friend.
So you haven't read it?
No, but my friend did. And we have similar taste.
All right.
And
I read nothing but rave reviews about Whistler.
I can't stand her writing.
What?
Bel Canto was the only one I've ever liked. And I don't even know if I liked it, but everyone else liked it, so I'm supposed to like it. I don't know if I ever like her writing.
Oh.
Anyway,
we follow her on Instagram.
No, I know, because Chris Hewitt told us at the Star Tribune that he's one of her favorite followers. I don't care if they're great on Instagram. Her books.
Well, I think you will have to try it yourself.
I'm not going to, because I started to listen to it and I couldn't do it.
Okay. I'm on hold. I'll read it.
I'll be curious.
Yeah, because you know me, it's hard to pry a thriller out of my hands.
It's not really a thriller, Lori.
No, I know it's not.
It's not a thriller at all.
No, I know Ann Patchett doesn't rate thrillers, but that's my favorite kind of book.
Sure, those are a blast because you can't stop.
You can't stop. And I read a book called The Hypnotist, and it is by Lars Kepler, Nordic noir. It's about a
My mother loves Nordic noir.
Yes, I will send her this book. Yesterday, Julia, 6 hours straight of
Give me the
reading.
name again. The Hit List?
The Hypnotist. Lars Kepler. My brother, I sent him a note to read it. He goes, I told you to read this book in 2018 when
It's
it came
great
out.
because it's old, so it'll be available.
Yeah, it is available. And I think it's a woman and a man. They're Swedish, I believe, and they wrote under their own names, and then they came together and they write under this pen name of Lars Kepler. And I believe there's 4 books with this detective Una Ringa or something like that. But anyway, it was a really huge page turner of a book, but it came out in 2018. So, and then I just started reading Helpless by Jessica Knoll, and we had her on our radio show a couple times. She wrote Lucky Girl and another kind of murder mystery that was set in Miami. And this is real good. It's about this woman who goes back to college for a funeral where she went to college, but she's now a successful Hollywood actress and producer. And there's some kind of a mystery I'm liking
Tell
it.
me the name again. Say it
that
one more
one's
time.
called Helpless by Jessica Knoll, Knoll. Because sometimes after you read like a really good book, you're like, everything pales in comparison. And I had been on the list for this Helpless for a while because the book came out in May and people are buzzing about it. So I got right into it, but I'm not going to spend 6 hours today reading like I did the other day.
But isn't that just fun?
It was delicious. It was just, I was like, I can't stop reading this book. I just enjoy it so much. And then I think, the more you read, the longer you live. And I have so many bad habits. I need to, have some good habits.
You have a ton of good habits. All right. So Twin Cities Closets is coming there this week, aren't they, to do your big installation?
Yes. It's all cleaned out. Casey painted the floor. It's actually I was like, this is a pretty good size room, but you couldn't ever really tell because it was just
floor to ceiling junk.
Well, no, not junk. It's just how I had stuff.
Yeah,
I have a plastic bin full of wigs. I have a plastic bin full of, hats, winter hats and stuff. I have a plastic bin with beach sarongs. I have a foldable, collapsible garment thing that's up as a closet holding all this stuff. So it'll just be nice. I can, every year, Casey's like, well, where am I at? And, where are the gloves? I never know. You can't see in this plastic. You think you're going to be all organized with it, but
you're not.
You're not.
You're not. In Twin Cities Closets is a Minnesota family, made and manufactured in Minnesota.
Everything in this room is custom because it is like an addition off of the back of the house. So they had to
awkward sizes and stuff.
Awkward sizing. So everything is being customized as far as the built-in things that are being put in tomorrow. So I'm curious I did take a before video so you could just see how
I can't wait. I can't wait to see this.
And then, you'll see the Cinderella closet after.
It's going to be a Cinderella closet. And, one of the big part of, your collaboration with Twin Cities Closets is trusting them, listening to you, understanding what your needs are, really listening. Everyone who comes to your house or the person that comes to your house for a complimentary design consultation is a designer. You will get a design. And no budget is too small or too large. And they're wonderful to work with. We're thrilled that they've partnered with us. If you're considering, you've got something that you've put off forever and you wonder, why do I put it off? Give them a buzz. Have a complimentary consultation and see what your options are. Because why put off, organization forever when I can't wait, Lori. This will be a game changer for you.
I think so.
I think so too. Okay. So I have somehow on our X account, because Lori and I share accounts, the feed is funny animal things.
That's me.
I know it's you. So today's, that almost made me pee my pants, and I sent them to my mom.
Yeah.
And I don't know, because they just make me laugh so much. So there's in this animal feed, there's a frog fanning itself, and almost in
on
like
a lily pad.
Yeah, in like an orange life jacket too, floating with its legs doing like the breaststroke frog legs,
Right.
I couldn't stop laughing because they just bring such great joy. And then the other one today, and I'm going to give people the name of the site because it made me laugh so hard, Lori. The name of the lady, it's called Mirren's Birdups or something. But it's two birds. I don't know if you saw this one. They're sitting in a bird bath.
Look at how cute they are.
But you get a picture from their behind. And so the birds, two little different color birds are in a bird bath and it's moving. And all of a sudden you see action bubbles, like one of the birds farted.
Yeah.
And then the leather bird that didn't fart turns its bird head around to the other farting bird's fanny, which is all feathers. You can't see anything.
Yeah.
It's so funny. It's just so stupid. And I mean, Lori, these things make me laugh that our algorithm that you've got us on.
Yes, I know.
It's
baby
just so
elephants,
dumb.
baby elephants.
The bear that went sliding on the ice pad because it was too hot last week.
Yes,
I mean, these things, I love little cute animal finds. Thank you.
Yeah.
They're funny.
It's true. Well, we know what Dolly has been up to. I mean, besides passing her kidney stones and recovering from
mourning her ex-husband.
That's right.
Her husband that passed.
That's right, Carl.
Yes.
No ex about him. Jolene, don't take my man. But Dolly, what is that you're showing me?
I'm going to show you later. Go ahead, okay. Dolly.
Dolly, a true original musical, is opening on Broadway in January of 2027.
That's next year.
That's right. It's
Where
coming.
has the time gone?
I don't know. And the Prince musical is opening in March. And what's his name? Lin-Manuel Miranda from Hamilton. He and his father started a production company, and they have stepped in to be a big piece of producing that. And
the Prince one.
The Prince one. And then Dolly, I don't know if she was giving interviews or if she's just rewriting her story, because we want this musical to be good, but these are always, you never know. How they're going to be
we
good.
We never know, because Cher should have been the best thing since sliced bread.
Exactly.
And it came and went.
Yeah, came and went. Wasn't good. Didn't have the legs that Tina had, no pun intended. Okay, but here's what Dolly was asked about Bob Dylan. This is in a previous interview. And she said, I've met him a few times, but I never felt any warmth from him to me. I think I've offended him some way by the way I looked or the way I was. I love his music, but he's a weird buckaroo. So
I love the honesty. Yeah. I love it.
I know it. So
I'm sure a lot of people feel that way about Bob Dylan.
Yeah, he doesn't strike me as warm and fuzzy.
No, even from the docu, the movie.
You mean the thing
the Timothy
about the
greatest one?
Yeah.
He's not. He doesn't feel like he's a guy after his music. He's a genius, musical genius in his head and genre.
Well, we saw that in it, the one night musical about the way we were, We Are the World.
Yes.
Remember that documentary?
Yeah. Oh, I love that one.
And Stevie Wonder had to show Bob Dylan how to sing his line, and he did Bob Dylan
voice.
Yeah, so Bob would
yeah.
know how to sing it because he just did not know how to be part of the group experience. Speaking of the group experience, we both sent this to each other. Absolutely devastating Minnesota news. Pearson's Candy to end its sweet run in St. Paul after
on
being
on
West 7th after goes back to 1909. The salted nut roll
and the nut
goody and Thin Mint.
I didn't know they made Thin Mints too.
Yes,
Lori, this is devastating. But I'm sure a company has bought those properties because there's no way you can't make a salted nut roll. Too many people like them.
Well, I don't know. I mean, the company is laying off 80
So sad.
employees, and it's financial issues. They are owned by a company called Promise Confections, which is based in Pittsburgh, and they said that the decision to close was made after careful consideration and reflects the current business and economic environment. So I don't know if nougat and peanuts and caramel have gone up or people aren't eating candy, but I'm telling you what, get your salted nut rolls, pick them up by the box.
And nut goodies.
And whether or not
they're frozen, they're so good, and you cut them with a knife.
And whether or not, someone else will make them, I don't know, but I will say this, that when Julie and I had a radio show, this probably goes back to 2008, maybe, we had this guy on our show, and he'd written a book called Candyland.
Mm-hmm.
Was it called Candy or Candyland? Can't remember.
I feel like Candyland was the name of a board game.
Maybe it was just called Candy.
Yeah, but you were obsessed.
It was all about regional candy manufacturers and how different parts of the country make different things that you can only really get in that part of the United States. And Pearson's was in there, and Pittsburgh, with all these different places, or someplace in North Carolina, but Pearson's was in there. And I was so enchanted by the book. It was like literally reading about all these Willy Wonka things that I became obsessed. I had to see what a chocolate enrober was. So it was a rainy day, and I was down on West 7th, and I just swung into Pearson's, introduced myself, and just said, is there anyone I can talk to? I've got a radio show, and a radio show, and I would love to see your chocolate enrober and see if there's any little,
nuggets I can talk about on my show.
And the CEO or CFO, whatever he was, he gave me a personal tour. I got to see a chocolate enrober. I met people that were on the assembly line.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't quite Willy Wonka-like, but it smelled like chocolate, peanuts, and caramel. It was the most aromatic, wonderful thing. And when I left, they gave me this huge basket. And I got I got this gigantic
one. You brought it to work.
And I brought it to work. And I just wanted to see it before we had the guy on, because the enrober, almost any candy involves chocolate enrobing. If chocolate has something else wrapped around it, there's a machine that's called a chocolate enrober.
What did I call it when I sent it to you? I called it an enrober or something.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Stephanie Hansen sent me a note because I'm devastated. It's
the 3 candy canes. You drive by it on West 7th. It's right before Famous Dave's.
Yeah.
On the part of the road that St. Paul has never repaved since I was born in 1963. I rarely drive that little stretch anymore. Okay, so, I'm going Housewives for a second. Okay?
Oh, yes, please.
And the cover of the Hollywood Reporter this week is all about reality TV and how when Bravo or whoever it was went out and had a curiosity about this gated community in Orange County, California, where no one worked except for this one very ambitious insurance saleswoman. Say her name. What's her name? Vicki
Gunvalson.
Yep. And so they didn't know what they were doing, but they thought it would be interesting to have a camera follow around these people.
Yeah, because I think it must be their 20th anniversary.
At least,
of the OC. Yeah. I think it's the 20th anniversary.
And so, it talks about, it has the OGs from the big OG shows on the cover of it, and just talking about reality TV. And, the Osbournes were like one of the first things we ever watched, along with, and I'd like to thank the producer, Anna
Nicole Smith.
And then we had Chaotic with Brittany and Kevin Federline.
That only lasted 6
We
episodes.
had B and Bobby Brown with Whitney
terrible.
Houston and Bobby Brown.
That. Oh, that
was terrible. I mean, there were a lot of trauma. And I
The
will say,
Judds. A lot of these
Judds-
shows were on Oprah.
Oprah did the Judds. Oprah did Lindsay Lohan.
Shania.
Um,
the Whitney's daughter.
Bobby Christina.
Yeah.
So there were so many bad ones, but I will say the thread, because I love this reality TV genre still. I pop in and out. Is nobody can stay married. It's very rare. The only ones that I remember, Terry Dubrovnik and his wife, the plastic surgeon.
Terry Dubrow, not Dubrovnik. That's the capital of Croatia.
Yeah,
maybe not even the capital. Lisa Vanderpump and Ken.
Yeah, but
they've been married,
every single couple is either divorced or has had a criminal record as a result. Has gone to prison. Mm-hmm. So the moral of the story is maybe why these things are so juicy and good is because all these people are naughty and doing terrible things, and we're seeing it all on TV.
Well, Salt Lake City is blowing up because the podiatrist or the orthopedic surgeon, Brian, who's married to Rula, his mistress is dropping pictures of the two of them every day on Instagram. And a couple hours ago, she was like, a mic drop is happening and posting photos.
That was Rhode Island, not Salt Lake City. Rhode
Island, excuse me. Yeah, Rula. And I mean,
they've only had one season.
They've only had one season and it's collapsing. I mean, Liz isn't coming back because the feds are looking hard at her friend or something like that. And she's got a marijuana dispensary. So, you don't want to get in any trouble with that because it's still not legal,
in the country, as a nation, it's state by state.
Yeah. So anyway, so this mistress of Brian, like today she posted a photo. Oh, is this one of the dark times of your life that you had in the last 2.5 years? And it's them in a convertible, smiling, driving down a road, the wind's blowing in there. I mean, she's dropping receipts right and left. And
unbelievable.
Yeah. So, Rula is already over the 10-year mark with this guy. And I don't know why she stays with him.
Well, he paid for a new nose job.
But it doesn't.
No, I don't know either.
I don't know why.
But I'm just saying,
I don't know how you stay with the humiliation of somebody who had a 2.5-year pretty out loud side chick in the town that they live in. I mean,
we can't judge other people's.
Oh, yeah, we can. That's what we're doing.
I was just saying, I don't understand why anyone would go on these things.
Well.
But so
fame and fortune.
And PK, who was Dorit Kemsley's, I don't even know if they're divorced yet, husband in Beverly Hills, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
That's getting messy.
Well, he tried to tell her, we are in financial ruin. You have to change your lifestyle. And
I do not believe, I think he had a woman in London.
I don't care. I believe him.
Yeah, maybe because all I know that he
delusional.
Manages is George Michael's career. So I don't know how much
she was trying
commission.
To tell him, we have no money, honey, and you need to stop.
Yeah.
He was trying to tell her. Anyway.
He's had a side chick.
A lot of juicy stories come out of these things.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Denise Richards was on with Bunnie, Jelly Roll's...
Jelly Roll's taken himself off the tour to reflect on life, by the way.
Yeah, as he should. But she's got a podcast, Bunnie does. And Denise was talking about being married to Aaron Pfeiffer's and that she said, I had no idea that I would find myself in an abusive relationship. It started with emotional, but, he love bombed her. And we never liked that guy. He was married to Nicolette Sheridan for a second.
From Knots Landing.
They were married for like a year. And she basically paid to get rid of him. He had that weird business. Everyone who watched that show, you could feel for Denise because you're like, what is she dealing with? And she gave a very honest interview about how, listen, it can happen to anybody find themselves in an abusive relationship. Mm-hmm. And she just spoke very honestly about how slowly it started. And by the time she was in it, she was so beaten down. And, but she's looking like $1 million and, she got a facelift and she's, he's coming after her for money because he had a whole house of cards business. That's the other thing. A lot of these people, like you said, their little whatever they're trying to do for money is just illusions. And that's why they go on the show to try and see if they can get some more people.
Yeah, it's nutty. It's
anyway,
nutty.
So all we have right now is Orange County, and I don't think you ever watched that one.
I never watched it once, not even for a second. Yeah, I know. I didn't do it. But you know what? We have the rest of the day to enjoy. And I just want to say thank you for hanging out with us, folks. Yes. We really appreciate it. Like, follow, do whatever you need to do. Share the good love. Please support our sponsors. We would greatly appreciate it. And are you going to go off dancing tonight, or what's on the big agenda?
No, did some dancing this weekend. Probably just go for like a nice walk or something.
Yeah, it's beautiful out.
It's beautiful out, yeah.
It is.
Talk to my husband. Won't hold his hand.
Lovely.
I hope we don't talk about our feelings.
You hope you don't have to talk about feelings. You're so funny. All right, goodbye. God, everyone have a great day. Love you all. All right, bye.